What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. Now, today in this video, I want to cover Michael Saylor has a message for Bitcoin investors as its price falls. All right. So, Michael Saylor has been one of the biggest inspirations to me as a Bitcoin maximalist. Now, I want to share this article with you all and give my quick thoughts on it. Supposed to hit the gym, and before I hit the gym, I want to cover this and, like I said, give my thoughts before I come back and everything just goes out the window. All right. So the Bitcoin faithful are turning to one of their most vocal evangelists for a sign amid an intensifying market rout. His message, HODL. So you guys might have seen it on X, where it's like the Titanic. It's an AI photo of the Titanic in the background, and it's burning, and he's on a lifeboat. All right, so we're talking about Michael Saylor, Chief of Strategy, MSTR, or MicroStrategy is his company, the enterprise software company known for stockpiling Bitcoin. The price of the world's most valuable cryptocurrency has been falling lately, and rumors broke out on social media that the company was selling amid the slide. Saylor dismissed those rumors, but the notion that latched onto the possibility that the man who might be Bitcoin's best known bull was turning tail shows the negativity radiating from the market at present. As X users started to fret, Saylor posted an image of himself on a life raft as a burning ship sank behind him with HODL, he said, using an acronym for hold on for dear life. The sell-off in risk assets this week, a bleed that the end of the US government shutdown couldn't stem, has put a dent in the price of Bitcoin, and the narrative that it could be a useful hedge against stocks or a safe haven like gold. Bitcoin sank below $95,000 on Friday morning to levels not seen since early May. Now, this is the meat and potatoes right here. Some crypto-linked stocks diverged, with MicroStrategy climbing about 4%, while Coinbase, Global, Coin, and Robinhood were up at least 1%. Saylor, who in recent months had forecast that Bitcoin could climb to $150,000 by the end of the year, said strategy was buying quite a lot lately. In a Friday interview with CNBC, he also stopped short of providing a price target, though he said Bitcoin over the long term would outperform both gold and the S&P 500. Now, why am I covering this? Because this stems back to some of the comments I see online. Now, if you're one of those people that believe that we're going into a bear market and Bitcoin could end up to be 35,000, then it is what it is. It's a good and a bad thing, right? For some people. For me, as a Bitcoin maximalist, it's a good thing. Now, I also predicted before, I think it was before Michael Saylor came out predicting $150,000 by the end of the year. We don't know. And price with Bitcoin is always fluctuating. However, if you noticed, in a short amount of time, we went from 124 back down to we're sitting at 95,000 right now, right? So just as the price right now is at 95,000, we can quickly go up back to that $124,000 Bitcoin. Now, am I saying that's going to happen? I don't know. But all I do know is I'm using this time to position myself and add more to my Bitcoin stack. Because you have to understand, right, that in my opinion right now, the market is being manipulated. And the market is being manipulated in order for people that are long-term holders and bullish on Bitcoin long-term to get discouraged and sell their Bitcoin in order for these big institutions and these big whales and these corporations or what have you, being able, like BlackRock, being able to come in and scoop up the supply. That's just my opinion. But it's important to recognize that while Bitcoin is volatile, it's because, for one, Bitcoin is very early. And over time, we're going to see retail get into this more and more and more, and the supply is going to shrink. So Michael Saylor is still bullish on Bitcoin. Even though the price dipped down to 95,000, Michael Saylor said he's going to be buying the top forever. And that's how I am. No matter the price of Bitcoin, I'm going to be buying the top forever as Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. Because for me, I don't plan on selling. I might not ever sell, to be honest. I might leave it for my family's generational wealth. That's my plan. I don't plan on selling, because the more people that sell, the more people like me that have a long-term mindset will come in there and scoop up the supply and hold it, because we understand where Bitcoin is going. We understand that Bitcoin is going to be the world's reserve currency, and I truly do believe that the world is going to run off of Bitcoin. Just this last video, before I drop this one, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's about Japan getting into mining. Their government, or their, should I say, their population has been on decline for a long time. So there are, they see what's going on in the world, as a lot of other countries do, right? But the thing is that a lot of the countries behind the scenes are buying gold, they're buying silver, but at the same time, they're secretly as well buying Bitcoin. So that's something to also recognize, that they're not just allocating to gold and silver. As the media has been saying, they're also going into Bitcoin, because it's going to be a way for the world to be trading, to be buying things, which is already is, but it's going to be on more of a mainstream level, in my opinion, come in the next decade, 2 decades, who knows? But I know long term where it's going. And look at gold right now, right? If you go online, it's like gold is, I think it's like what, 4,200, 4,100, and a lot of people are rushing through the door to buy some. And what I'm trying to get at is, you don't want to be that person when Bitcoin hits 500,000, 1 million, rushing through the door, when the herd showed up. And I'm sitting here trying to get you all to understand, to get into Bitcoin, or to stack more Bitcoin before the herd shows up, before it becomes mainstream, before you can buy groceries at the store on a mainstream type of level. So I want to come on and make this video. I'm about to hit the gym, and I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. We're all Bitcoin Maxis. And if you made it this far, I appreciate every one of you that is subscribed. I'm getting a lot of subscribers, and I'm just 2 months in, and I'm not even really at where I really want to go with this channel. I started this channel off passion, and passion alone, to get the word out there for Bitcoin, and to build a community of Bitcoin maximalists, and to get people ultimately into Bitcoin as well that don't understand it, to welcome newcomers to the Bitcoin maximalist community. So again, thank you all for watching, subscribing, and stay tuned. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Have a good day.